Hey there, I'm Mollie with Design Loves Detail, and today we are talking interior and exterior stone. I'm going to show you how to get the look just right. These are my top designer secrets. If you guys are new to our channel, I'd love to have you subscribe to follow along for more home tips. I aim to bring affordable design in a really high-end style. So that's what we do here. This stone is a great example of that. It's actually a manufactured stone, which I've shared before, but I just want to hit on a couple of really cool things about this one. So first of all, I think we can see it better now because the last time I shared it, we were outside and it was like a really, really sunny day and the camera just wasn't picking up, I think, the tones in it. So I thought this would be good to show you indoors. It is a really natural look, even though it's a manufactured stone. But the colors that I wanted in this batch, they let me customize it. I used this same stone on my home, but it's just more creams and grays, more subtle. And I wanted a little more warmth with these brown tones, a little bit of that taupey, like green undertone that I love as well. So you can kind of see that behind me. And of course we did overgrouted. I would say the overgrouted aspect is probably the thing that I get most questions on. People are wondering how to do it or how to tell their contractor or stonemason how to do that. So I shared a reel on this recently on Instagram and it went viral and people were loving it and requesting both the mortar color and then a few other things. So those are what I'm gonna share with you today. So first up, how to do the overgrout. There's a few different ways to do it, but what our guys have done here is they actually pipe the grout in between the stones with like an icing bag. So you can just picture, doing that between the stones. And they really do it generously. So there's a lot of grout mortar. I guess when I say grout, I mean mortar. And they then with a glove on smear that around the edges of the stone. So we really make it look kind of like the stone has been unearthed. That's the word I like to use because it's kind of the reality of it. It gives more of an old world feel, very European inspired, which I adore. That's part of why I love Europe, is just seeing the architecture and then just the classic design and artisan craftsmanship that really happens with the stonework and things like that. So that's kind of what they're shooting for when they're doing this overgrouted style. And you can also see on here, like in certain areas, they even go on top of the stone. So it's very loose and there's no perfect way to do it, right? Because you want it to be a little bit imperfect. And when I ask my stonemasons to do the overgrouted style, I ask them to be a little bit irregular because you see that in a lot of old buildings where maybe there's an area where like there was a different guy working on it or whatever. I don't know the exact reason, but it's kind of a little bit inconsistent. Like for instance, you can see it here, kind of like what I had them do, where there's a section that has a more concentrated area of grout, almost like you see more grout than stone right there. And I love that. I love the variation in it. So don't get like too uptight because that imperfection is part of the beauty of it. But I love the colors in these. You'll see what they are. It's kind of, there's some brown tones, cream and white, a little bit of a tan, and then that taupey sort of has a green tone that you'll see as well. So this mix is called Milan. It's the Milan Ridgestone. Ridgestone is the style of stone, of the shapes and stuff. And it's from Harristone, like I mentioned. This is a Utah company they got to work with, and they're amazing. Love their product. It's about $750 a square foot versus like natural stone that I looked at was double that easily. So I love the affordability. I love the consistency and really excited about this new blend. Also, if you guys have questions as we're going through, feel free to leave those in comments. I love to read through your comments and write back to you as often as I can. I'm usually kind of in the comments like the first day or two after the video, and sometimes they might fade off after that. So if you have a question, ask it sooner than later so I can make sure and see it. But anyway, this kind of shows you the overall look. And the other big piece, of course, is the color of the mortar. So this is called Trinity White. And with mortar, it's not really white, right? It's not white like your wall, but it's going to be like kind of the lightest gray because there's always going to be kind of that gray tone, kind of like concrete. It's not just pure white. And you can see that here. It brightens up the stone a lot, which I think is really important so that it doesn't feel heavy, especially on an interior application. We want to keep there, even though I wanted that earthiness and a little bit of warmth and depth to the stone, I didn't want it to feel dark and heavy. So this Trinity White is great for that. It really breaks it up and brightens things. And the brand for that is called Amerimix, like American, but mixed. And I haven't really seen that online. I tried to link it. And I think maybe it has to be ordered by stonemasons. I'm not sure. but they should know. So far, everybody seems to know what I'm talking about when I tell them that. But that's the color that we used here. So I also used, actually on mine, if you want to see another option, if you like this general style, but you want a little bit different color option, go check out my video there's an exterior tour from this summer of my home, or there's a backyard tour that shows it as well. And it is, like I said, it's another color of the stone. It's the Ridgestone, but it's in the colonial white. And with that one, I did a mix of 50% white grout mortar and 50% gray. So it's half and half mixed together. So that makes kind of a light gray, but it's a little bit darker than this. So that's another one if you want to see just kind of how it looks in another colorway. Anyway, we are using this stone here. This is the parade home that I'm working on. I know some of you are well aware, but if you're new. And it is going to be open to the public, so anyone can come see it in February of 2026, starting on the 13th. So bring your Valentine's date and come see it. It's going to be actually super cool because we're in southern Utah, so it's a beautiful, usually it's starting to warm up a little bit then. You can go hiking at Zion and things like that if you want to plan a trip. Or if you live close by, come see us because it's going to be just a really fun time. And say hi to me so that I feel important. Awkward plug, but I really do think there's something different about seeing a space in person. Like I show you stuff on video all the time, but when you can really see it and like see the quality of materials or the applications or even the furniture, like the furniture is going to be super cool. I'm going to have some of my own pieces in the home as well as just some really cool brands that I've been working with. Some new brands that I've discovered in the process of sourcing for this home that I think will really show a good mix of affordable and then a few reasonable splurges. Just some really, really fun plans for the interior of this home. But hopefully that kind of covers those main questions about the grouting, the overgrouting, and how that process works. You can see more over on my Instagram as well with that recent reel that is titled, what did I put? I think I just titled it Overgrouted Stone, something like that. But that one went viral. So it kind of made me realize the questions that people kept asking and wanted to answer for you. So that kind of sums that part up. I will be showing the cabinetry selections and things like that. I think we're gonna have some really cool stuff there. A lot of this beautiful, you can see a little peek here, little peek of this walnut. I wanted to do something that was walnut, but kind of not too dark. So it's got a little bit of a gray wash that neutralizes it and is going to be so gorgeous with this stone. And I think it's kind of a fun mix to bring this organic, earthy feel. It's, the inspiration for the home is Italian. We've called it, the name is Emilia Romagna. So an Italian countryside type home is kind of the feel, but with a lot of cool modern amenities, of course, because it's the parade. And this one is 19,000 square feet, which is absolutely insane. Part of that is interior, like party barn with like a pickleball court and those kind of things. So it's gonna be wild, but I'm obviously thrilled and can't wait to show you more. So come see us in February if you can and leave me a comment. I will see you guys next week.